Hello, Chuk. Hi. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, that's great. So, how are you today? Yeah, I'm so happy also. All right, because yeah, we already what you call this? We've met again. All right. So, okay. Right. Are you ready for our to continue our lesson? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So, right. So before we continue, right, I want you to share on what we have discussed last meeting. Yeah, I'm asking you, can you recall on what we've discussed last meeting? All right, that's great. So, can you mention on what are those jobs? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, good job. Thank you so much for sharing, Truk. So now let us proceed to our lesson. Okay, so let me just go ahead and share my screen. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hmm. All right. So, oh, it's still loading. I'm so sorry for that. By the way, can you see my screen right now? Oh yeah. Okay, that's great. So, as you what you call this? We end up in here, right? Last meeting, we stop in here. So since we're done discussing in this story and the phrases and collocation, let us now proceed to another vocabulary, alright? So now, I want you to read the words in here. Read this one first. Okay, good job. Carpenter. How about this one? hmm Yeah, good job. How about this one? Okay, good job. Veterinarian. How about this one? Okay. Yeah. All right, good job. It's mechanic. Okay. All right. So how about this one? Okay, stewardess. One more time. Stewardess. Okay, good job. So now let us go first to the first word. Can you read this one again? Okay, good job. Carpenter. So can you share or shall we say can you define on what is carpenter? Do you have any idea on what is carpenter? Mm-hmm. All right. So what do you mean by carpenter? Mm-hmm. All right. So is it a job, right? So a carpenter. All right. Okay. So what is a carpenter again? Mm-hmm. All right. So let me just go ahead and define what is carpenter. Okay. It is a person. Hmm. A person who makes, okay? Who makes and repairs wooden objects, right? And structures. Okay. So that is the definition of a carpenter. Okay, can you please read the definition?
a, a person who makes and has wooden, wooden access and curtain and
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
curtain,
All right.
curtains.
Mm-hmm.
Is the carp- carpenter, carpenter,
Mm-hmm.
carpenter, carpenter,
All
carpenter,
all right. Good job. So now can you please read this one? Repairs.
has,
Okay, one more time. Repairs.
has, has,
Okay. Mm-hmm. How about this one? Wooden.
wooden, wooden,
Wooden. Okay, good job. This one,
ob,
objects.
objects,
Okay,
objects,
good job. Okay, how about this one?
structures,
Okay, one
structures,
more time. Structures.
structures,
Okay, good
structures.
job. So now, Chuk, I want you to make a sentence using the word carpenter.
Yeah. Who 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 is made so have written who is have you repair kitchen in the house uh,
Mm-hmm.
he is the carpenter.
Okay, good job. So he is a carpenter who makes wooden objects in the house. Okay, good job. All right. So do you have any question about this word in here, a carpenter? All right. You don't have any question?
I know.
All right. So now let us proceed to the next word. Okay. Can you please read this one again?
uh, 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 Vegetarian,
Okay, good job.
vegetarian.
Mm-hmm. Veterinarian. So what do you mean by veterinarian?
Yeah,
Can you? Mhm. All right. Can you define on what is veterinarian?
yeah. Nói 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 nhất. And then they are vegetarian. They are take care for animals,
Okay.
dogs, cats.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good job. So they are the person who taking good care of animals. All right, good job. So like cats, dogs. All right. So good job. So now Chuk, I want you to make a sentence using the word veterinarian.
Uh, uh, yeah. And who who um who is who who is for for cat of dog. When business when you travel when you on travel business
Mm-hmm.
yeah he she is the
Mm-hmm.
vegetarian
Okay,
vegetarian
good job. She is
vegetarian
a veterinarian. Okay, good job. Because she is taking good care of cat. All right. Okay, good job. So this is your sentence, a simple sentence, but it's correct. Okay, can you please read again your sentence?
Yeah. She is the vegetarian.
Okay, one more time. She is a veterinarian.
Yeah. She is a veterinarian.
Okay, good job. So now let us proceed to the next word. Okay, can you please read this one?
Yeah. Mechanic.
Okay, good job. So what do you mean by mechanic?
Yeah, mechanic. They spot computer and equipment,
Mm.
high equipment. Yeah.
All
Uh,
right.
Microwave. Yeah. And oven and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. When you have a broken my motorbike, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
can you shoot you shoot call me- mechanic. They are supporting you.
Okay, good job. So simply also they are a person who repairs and maintains machinery, right? Just like what you've mentioned. So a mechanic also are good with their hands, like carpenter, alright? So now, okay, Juke, thank you so much for your definition. I want you to make a sentence using the word mechanic.
Yeah. Uh, how about you? The car. I think my car broken, and then you always later go to later work.
Mm-hmm.
I play the boss agree with you. I think I will tips the you can call mechanic. Yeah, they are very smart. They are support the car. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
when you are driving.
Okay, good job. So yeah, your sentence is good. Okay, good job. So you can also state this way, okay? A mechanic repair
Yeah,
yeah, repair my car, all right? Because your car is broken, yeah, like you mentioned earlier, right? So they can repair your car, all right? Okay, good job. Okay, can you please read this one?
yeah. Uh, a mechanic repair repair my car.
Okay, good job. So that's it. Okay, so do you have any question about the word mechanic?
Yeah, I sorry.
All right, do you have any question about
Yeah,
mechanic?
yeah. Uh, I understand. Yeah.
Okay, good job. So now let us proceed to the next word, okay? So can you please read this one again?
Children. Uh, star uh, does stardust
Mm-hmm.
stardust
Stewardess.
stardust. Yeah.
Okay,
Stewardess.
one more time. Mm-hmm. Stewardess.
Stewardess.
Okay, good job. So what do you mean by stewardess?
I think they are spot pilot.
Okay. All
Pilot.
right. Okay. So pilot and stewardess is different, but then when you say stewardess, they are also work on an airplane, right? Just like a pilot, okay? So when you say
They are
steward, mhm.
they are exactly partner pilot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are partner with the stewardess and the pilot.
Yeah,
Yes, that's great. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's correct. So a stewardess and a pilot are partners in an airplane, right? So okay, so it's just when you say stewardess, a woman who look after, right? Who look after the passenger on the airplane, okay? So when the what you call this when the pilot is driving an airplane, so the stewardess are going to look after to the passenger, right? So that's why there are partner with the pilot, okay? So can you please read this meaning in here with the stewardess?
Yeah. A woman to look after the
Mm-hmm.
passenger on the airplane.
Okay, good job. So now, Chuk, I want you to make a sentence using the word stewardess.
Yeah. Uh, I think when I I will when I visited the, when I visited I am by a plane.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are stewardess. Very
Mm-hmm.
important. They are support many lot of food for the customer.
All right, good job. So when we're going to ride an airplane, then there will be a stewardess that are going to look after, okay, to the passenger or to look after you, okay? All right, so good job. So thank you so much for that, Chuk. So can you please read again the whole words in here
Yeah.
before we proceed? Mm-hmm.
The car, carpenter,
Okay, carpenter. One more time. One more time. Carpenter. O-
carpenter,
Okay, how about
carpenter.
this one?
Uh, the very very
Okay,
tile.
veterinarian. One more time. Veterinarian. O-
Veterinarian,
Okay, good job. How about this one?
uh, mechanic,
Okay, very good. How about this one?
stewardess.
Okay, good job. Stewardess. Okay, so now, by the way, do you have any question about these vocabularies in here?
No,
Okay, so let us now proceed to the next slide, all right? So we are now bound again to the story, all right? So now, Chuk, I'll let you listen to the story first, all right? And I'll ask you multiple questions afterwards. So I want you to listen carefully, all right? So let's start.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, read the story and answer questions. Uh,
Yes. Okay, let me just let you
being a,
listen.
being,
Mhm.
being a dentist is a good job.
Mhm.
Dentist, peace, peace, peace,
Okay, all
peace.
right. So, okay, Chuk, you just stop in there, okay? So first, I'll let you listen first on how the story are being
Okay.
read, all right? Okay, so later I will let you read that, okay? So, but first, I'll let you listen to the audio, all right? Okay.
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth.
Mm-hmm.
If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer. Do you like to fix people's hair?
Mm-hmm.
You could be a hairdresser or a barber. If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic. If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent. You could be a teacher or a photographer.
All right, so one more time, okay? I just want to make sure that you can understand the story, all right? So I'll let you listen again.
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth. If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer. Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a barber. If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic. If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent. You could be a teacher or a photographer.
All right, so now, Chuk, did you understand the story?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
understand.
that's great. So now I'll ask you a random question, okay? So first question, what is a good job?
Uh, a dentist fix
Okay.
teeth.
Mm-hmm. All right, so dentist is a good job. Okay, very good. So now another question. What might you do if you are good at arguing?
uh, what are yeah.
Hmm.
uh, you meant want to be a lawyer.
Okay, good job. So if you are good at arguing, then you might want to be a lawyer. Okay, good job. So now another question. What does a hairdresser do?
Yeah. You could be a hairdresser or a barber.
All right. So what they are doing if they are a hairdresser or a barber? So what they do?
Uh, what they do? You do you like to fix the people hair?
Okay, good job. So that is the hairdresser or a barber do. They are going to fix people's hair. Okay, good job. So another question. Who might want to be a carpenter?
Yeah. Uh, what is that? Uh, the if you are good with your hands.
Okay, good job. So a person will become a carpenter if they are good with their hands. Okay, good job, Chuk. So now let us proceed to the next question. Okay, so what should I do if I like to travel?
Yeah. Uh, you could be a stewardess or a travel
Okay,
agent.
good job. So if I like to travel, then I could be a stewardess or a travel agent. Okay, good job. So now, Chuk, since you've already answered all of my questions, so let us now proceed to the sentences on each story. Okay, and I'll let you first listen on how the words are being pronounced, and especially the intonation for you to know how these words are being read. Okay, so let's start.
Sorry,
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, can you please read the sentences?
being a dentist is a good job.
Hmm.
A dentist fix teeth.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Chuk. So now, can you please read this one? Dentist.
Dentist
Okay, how about this one? Fixes.
fixes.
Okay, good job. So now, here, I want you to read again the sentences.
Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, good job. So can you please read this one again? Fixes.
Fixes.
Okay,
Fix.
good job. So now here are my questions. So first question, is being a dentist a good job?
Yeah. A dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, so all right, thank you so much, Chuk. So, is being a dentist a good job?
A, dent, a dentist a dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, so yeah, okay, very good. So, a dentist is a good job because it fixes teeth. Okay, so the answer of my question would be yes. All right, so yes, a dentist is a good job. Okay, all right. So now, do you have any question about the first sentences in here? All right, hello, Chu.
Yeah. Being a dentist is a good job because a dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, good job. So the next question, all right? So what does a dentist do?
Ah, uh, ooh, they they being a dentist is a good job, and then uh, the dentist fixes teeth.
Okay, very good. So a dentist fixes teeth. All right. So another question. Does a dentist fixes nose?
Uh, Yeah. Yeah. They are being a dentist is a good job.
All right, so here is my question, Chuk. Okay, so you what you call this? Listen to my question. All right. So now, does all right? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So here is my question. Does a dentist fixes nose?
Good. Dentist teacher. No. 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 No.
All right, good job. So it's a no because a dentist fixes teeth, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so good job. So do you have any question about this? This one, do you have any question before we proceed to the next sentence?
Ah. Um. Do you think? Do you think? Uh. Do you think a dentist fixes teeth?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. A dentist fixes teeth because that is their job, okay? All right, your question is very good. Okay, good job. So, let us now proceed to the next sentence, okay? All right, so I'll let you listen first. By the way, Chuk, your question is very good, okay? All right.
If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a
All
lawyer.
right, so one more time.
If you are good at arguing, you might want to be a lawyer.
Okay, so now, Chuk, I want you to read again the sentences, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so you start.
If you are good at accounting, accounting, you meant want to be a lawyer.
Okay, good job. So, can you please read this one again? Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Okay, how about this one? Arguing.
Arguing. Arguing.
All, all right. Arguing. One more time. Arguing.
Arguing.
Okay, so as you can see, this word is being what do you call this is how the word are is being spelled, right? So if you are going to read this one, it should be this way. Argue like this one. Arguing. Okay? All right. So can you please read this word again?
Go. We win the
Yeah, arguing. All right.
arguing. The arguing.
Okay, this is how you are going to read this one. Okay, this word, this is how you are going to read this one, like arguing. Okay, but this is how the word is being spelled, right? But if you are going to read this word, this is how you're going to read this one. Okay, can you please read this one?
I will win.
Argue, argue.
Argue.
Okay, very good. Arguing.
Arguing.
Okay, good job. Arguing. Okay, so now, okay, thank you so much, Chuk. So now, can you please read again? Can you please read again the words? I mean the sentences.
Yeah. If you are good arguing, you meant want to be a lawyer. Lawyer.
Okay, all right. One more time. Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Okay,
Lawyer.
good job. So did you understand the sentences?
And
Okay. Now here are my questions. All right. So, who what you call this? What might you do if you are good at arguing?
yeah. Uh, you meant want to be a lawyer. Lawyer.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good job. You might want to be a lawyer. Okay. Good job. So if you are good at arguing, then you might want to be a lawyer. Okay. Another question. Do you have to be good at arguing to be a lawyer?
Yeah. If you are good at uh, uh, going.
Yeah, arguing. Yeah, exactly. So, do you have to be like you need to be good at arguing for you to become a lawyer, okay? So, how about you, Chuk? Do you want to be a lawyer?
Yeah. Uh, a lawyer. Yeah. Because they are the good at going.
Yeah, okay, good job. So you want to be a lawyer because a lawyer is good at arguing, okay? So good job. So now another question. Um is it a good job to be a lawyer?
Ah, uh, yeah. The,
Mhm.
I think you can. I think you meant want to be a lawyer. You know.
Mhm. All right. So basically a lawyer is a good job, right? Because they are good at arguing, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let us now proceed to the next sentences, okay? Here. Let's start. I'll let you listen first the audio.
Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a
All
barber.
right. So now I'll let you listen one more time.
Do you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a
All
barber.
right. So now, Chuk, I want you to read the sentences.
Would you like to fix people's hair? You could be a hairdresser or a barber. Barber.
Okay, okay, good job. So now I want you to read again this word, hairdresser.
Hairdresser.
Okay,
Hairdresser.
good job. How about this one? Barber.
Barber. Yeah. Barber.
Barber. hmm
Barber. Barber.
Okay, good job. So now these are my questions. What does a hairdresser do?
Yeah. Do you like to fix people's hair? Hair.
Okay, good job. So a hairdresser they like fixing people's hair. Okay, good job. So another question. What could I be if I like to fix people's hair? Ouch.
You could be a hairdresser or a barber.
Okay, good job. So I can be a hairdresser or a barber if I like to fix people's hair. Okay, good job. Okay, now Chuk, another question. Should I be a hairdresser if I like to fix people's hair?
You could be a hairdresser or a barber. You can try.
Okay.
You can try. You can try. You can do it.
Okay, good job. So if I want to be a hairdresser, then I will be fixing people's hair. Okay, good job. So how about you, Juk? Do you like fixing people's hair?
Uh, I am often 3 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the I am the I need the new I need my new hair at
Mm-hmm.
Happy New Year.
Oh, all right. Okay, good job. So now, by the way, do you have any question about this?
No,
Do you have any question? You don't have any question?
no, I don't.
Okay. All right. So, okay, Chuk. So now let us proceed to the next sentences. Okay. So let's start.
If you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic.
Okay. So one more time. Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. It's not working. Anyway, let me just go ahead, choke and read. Okay. So, if you are good with your hands, you might want to be a carpenter or a mechanic. Okay. So, can you please read again the word? The sentence.
If you are good with your hands, you meant want to be a carpenter or a mechanic.
Okay, good job. So I want you to read again this one. Might.
Might.
Okay, good job. So here are my questions. So who might want to be a carpenter?
Uh, if you are good with the hands.
All right, good job. So um if I want to be a carpenter, so I should be good at my hands, all right? Because when I do this job or I am a carpenter, so I must be good doing something using my hands, right? Because earlier we've discussed that when we say carpenter, it is a person who repairs or no, shall we say, yeah, repairs and do or make wooden objects, right? They are doing wooden objects, all right? So, okay, thank you so much for that, Chu. Okay, so here are my other question. So, what is a mechanic good with?
The, because they are good with the hands.
Okay, good job. So, a mechanic is good also with their hands, just like a carpenter. Okay, so now, another question: is a carpenter good with his eyes?
Carpenter. Yeah. Uh, the man want to be a carpenter or a mechanic.
Okay, so what I mean, is a carpenter good with his eyes?
If you are good with the hands.
Okay, so all right. So when we say carpenter, they are good with their hands. All right. Okay,
Yeah,
true.
they are good.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
are with the hand.
Yeah. So not in their eyes, but when they are what you call this, when they do something, of course, they're also using their eyes. But commonly, carpenter or mechanic is or are good with their hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let us now proceed to the next sentence. Okay, so let's start.
If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent.
All right, so one more time.
Would you like to travel?
If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent.
Okay, so now, Chuk, I want you to read again the sentence.
If you like to travel, you could be a stewardess. What days? What jets? Or a travel agent.
Okay, good job. So can you please read this one again? Stewardess.
A stewardess.
Okay,
Stewardess
good job. How about this one? Agent.
agent.
Okay, good job. So here are my questions for you, Chuk. So, what should I be if I like to travel?
Uh, if you like to travel,
Okay, good job. So if I like to travel, I should be or I could be a stewardess or a travel agent, okay? All right. So how about you, Chuk? Do you like to be a stewardess?
yeah, I really like many jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they support uh, over time the every hour.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. So, do you like to travel?
Yeah, of course, I really like travel when I have a free time.
All right. So you're going to do a vacation, right? And you go travel with your family, or what do you want to do? All right. So you are going to ride an airplane, and you can meet there a stewardess and a pilot, right? Because they are on the airplane. Okay. So another question: does a travel agent like to travel?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Good. Mhm.
yeah. Could you be a stewardess? Yeah, to be a
Mm.
stewardess, or travel agent.
Okay, good job. So, a stewardess are going to really like to travel because that is their job, right? So, now, Chuk, let us now proceed to the next sentence. Okay, let's start.
Uh,
You could be a teacher or a photographer.
Okay, so second time or one more time.
You could be a teacher or a photographer.
All right, so now, Chuk, I want you to read the sentence.
you could be a teacher or a photography.
Okay, very good. Can you read this one again? Photographer.
Uh, photographer,
Okay,
photographer,
photographer. Okay.
photographer.
Okay, good job. So now here are my questions. So, um, what job could I be?
Uh, uh, what job? Good. Yeah. Being a dentist is a good job.
All right. Okay, so here, um, based on the sentence in here, this one, Chuk. All right. So,
Yeah.
what job could I be?
Yeah.
So,
You could be a teacher or a
okay.
photographer.
Okay, good job. So I could be a teacher or a photographer. So now, if I will let you choose between teacher or photographer, what would you pick?
Yeah. Uh, many job. Many different jobs.
All right. So if I were going to let you choose between teacher and photographer, so what would you pick, or what would you like to
I
do?
like. Yeah, I like do photography.
All
Uh,
right.
but
Mm-hmm.
the teacher is very hard.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so you want to be a photographer, right? So between teacher and photographer, you choose photographer because you want to. May I ask why you want to be a photographer?
Yeah. When I when I work hard photography, uh, I have opportunity
Mm.
relax relax with uh, everyone.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you like also to capture those nice views, right? Because if you want to be a photographer, okay? So you are going to use your camera and then you're going to get picture, right? It's very fun if you are going to be a photographer, right? Okay, especially if you are going to have a vacation, then you are going to capture those nice view, beautiful views that you have, right?
When I when show many lot of modern your money your clothes and when you are a teacher you are never
Mhm.
wear many modern
Yeah.
the food.
Exactly.
Yeah. You only wear the perform.
Yeah. All right. So being a teacher is so busy, all right? Okay, I really do yeah, understand you. Okay.
Perfect.
Yes, exactly. All right, Chuk. Okay, now since we're done going through to each sentence in this story. Hello, Chuk. Are you
Yeah.
still there?
Yeah. I uh, I try uh, water hot hot.
Ah, okay. All right. So okay.
I bought
So
water.
oh, I
Being
see. All right.
being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fix teeth. Teeth.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so now, Chuk, I want you to read again the whole story, all right? Before we proceed to the next slide, all right? So you start.
Yeah. Being a dentist is a good job. A dentist fix uh, teeth. Is
Mm-hmm.
good at going.
Mm-hmm.
Then you meant one to be a lawyer. Liar.
All
Would
right.
you like to fix the people's hair? You could be a dresser or barber. If you are good with your hands, you may want to be a carpenter or a mechanic. If you
Mm-hmm.
like to travel, you could be a stewardess witness or a travel agent. You
All
could
right.
be a teacher or a photographer.
Okay, good job. So now, I'll ask you again a random questions, okay? So let's see if we can answer, all right? So are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay, that's great. So, what is a good job?
yeah. A dentist in the fix.
Okay, good. All right. So a dentist is a good job because they fixes teeth. Okay. All right. So good. So now another question. So, what does a hairdresser do?
Yeah. Uh, uh, you may want to be a lawyer.
All
If
right. So, mhm. Okay. Okay. Let me just. Okay. Let me just state again my question. Okay. So, what does a hairdresser do?
what that what that
Mm.
yeah
Oh, or what they are doing. If you are a hairdresser, what you will do?
yeah. What do I do? You are good uh, going. What do you do? Yeah. You could be a hairdresser or a barber.
Okay, all right. So good job. So now my question is, if I am a hairdresser, what am I going to do? What is my job?
Yeah. Uh, do you uh, uh, you you fix the you do fix the hair
Okay, good job.
people hair.
Yeah. Okay, good job. So if I am a hairdresser, then I will going to fix people's hair. Okay, good job. So now another question. So, what should I do if I like to travel?
Yeah. When I like to travel, you when you like to travel, you could be a stewardess or a travel agent.
Okay, good job. So you could be a stewardess or a travel agent if you like to travel. All right. So now another question. Um, who might want to be a carpenter?
Yeah, carpenter. Uh, Carpenter is a good job. Um, when you are good with your hands.
Okay, good job. So a carpenter is good with their hands. It's actually a good job, and they are also good with their hands. Okay, good job. So now, Truk, thank you so much for answering all of my questions. So now, I will still ask you a random question, but this time I will cover the story. Okay? So let's see if you can still answer. All right. So are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay, that's okay. That's great. So first question, what is a good job?
yeah. Because yeah, they are fixed people dancing.
Okay, good. Okay, good. You're correct. So a good job is being a dentist because
Yeah,
they are fixing people's teeth. Okay, good. So another question. What might you do if you are good at arguing?
yeah. You are good hands. Uh, you are fixed people's hair.
Hmm? All right, so here is my question, okay? Let me just repeat again. So my question is what might you do or what might you do if you are good at arguing? Or for example, I am good at arguing. So what job is fit for me if I am good at arguing?
Yeah. Um, uh, going. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All
Uh,
right.
ah, mechanic.
Mm-hmm. Are you
Mechanic.
sure? Is a mechanic good at arguing?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, here. So, if I am good at arguing, so I might be a lawyer, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, a lawyer is should be good in arguing, all right? So that is the correct answer for my question, okay? So if I am good at arguing, so I am a lawyer. All right?
uh,
Okay, do you get it?
if you are good at going, yeah, the man want to be a lawyer.
Yeah, that's it. Good job. You might want to be a lawyer. Okay, so another question. So, um, what does a hairdresser do?
Ah, when that that to do, yeah. Do you
Mm-hmm.
um, you could be a high dress or barber.
Okay, so what does a hairdresser do? If I am a hairdresser or a barber, so what I like to do?
Yeah, do you like to fix people's hair?
Okay, good job. That's it. So that is the correct answer for that. Okay. So thank you so much, Chuk, for answering all of my question. Okay, good job. So now, um, let us proceed to the next story. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So are you ready to continue?
yeah,
Okay, so first I will just let you listen to the story, alright? So let's start.
yeah. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you artistic or creative? You might want to be an artist or a writer. You could work on construction and build houses. You could look after animals and be a veterinarian. If you like to cook, you could be a cook or a chef. There are so many places to work and so many jobs to do. Maybe you could fix computers or work in a library. You could wash windows or be the captain of a ship. There is no limit to what you can be.
Alright, so did you understand the story, Chu?
Yeah,
Okay, that's great. But before that, before we are going to continue, alright, so let's us just stop. I mean, let's just stop in here, okay? Since it's almost time. Alright?
yeah.
Okay, so but before we end the class, I want you to share on what you have learned for today. Can you share?
Share, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, what the no, no. I can share you artist, artist or creative,
Mm-hmm.
creative, yeah. The man want to be an artist or right, right, right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so what else? What did you learn aside
Yeah,
from being So what job did you learn for today? So what are those different jobs?
different, yeah.
hmm
Uh,
what job did you encounter for today? So can you share?
you could you could today I learn uh, potato.
All right, veterinarian. Okay, one more time. Veterinarian.
Uh, veterinarian. They are the person who taking good
hmm
care of animals.
Okay, all right, good job. Okay, so thank you so much, Chuk, for sharing. So here, I'll just give you an assignment, all right? So here. So I'll just type in here the assignment. So here is your assignment. So I want you to answer the following questions, okay? So this is your first question, and the second would be okay, and number three, what else? So what else? It would be I'll just give you five questions, okay? So this is your last question.
No, I don't have any question.
So this is gonna be your assignment. Alright. So okay, so Chuk, can you please read the assignment that I'll going to give you?
Uh,
This is the
what
first question.
what man you do if you are who if you are who after yeah yeah what man you do if you are who after going
Okay, so that is your first question. Okay, so second question, can you please read?
yeah what the high race do
Okay, so the third question.
three question at the first
Yeah, the third question. So this one that I have highlighted.
yeah
So can you please read?
what should I be if I like to travel
Okay, so the fourth question.
yeah who fix people's hair
Okay, so the last question.
uh, who men want to be a carpenter
Okay,
carpenter
good job. So this is the following questions that you are going to answer, okay? So, all right. So before we end, Chuk, I'll just want to give you a quick feedback, okay? So, okay, earlier we've discussed about vocabulary, right? So what's good in you is that there are the words that we've discussed earlier, like this one, like what else, this one, like the carpenter, veterinarian, mechanic, and stewardess. You actually have an idea on what is the meaning of this, right? So good job. So you know what is the meaning of a carpenter, a veterinarian, a mechanic, and a stewardess. All right. And then with the story, you're good with your pronunciation, but there are also some words that you are mispronounced, right? So, for example, earlier, this one, you mispronounced this. Okay, can you please read this one again?
yeah fixers
Okay, good job. It's fixes. One more time. Okay,
fixers
good job. So, how about this one?
uh, going
Okay, good job. So that's it. So that are just some few words that you have mispronounced earlier. So, with your what you call this, when I asked you question, what's good is that you can really answer. All right, you but there are some cases that um you just really understand the question. That is why you're having a hard time answering. But in the second time around, you can actually answer the question correctly. Okay, good job. So, what else?
yeah
Yeah, and you are also an active listener. Okay, you can actually um, listen to the story very well. All right. So there are just some cases that you are confused with the question, right? That is why there are some question that you have answered incorrectly. Okay. But anyway, by the time that you've understand the question, then that's the time that you can really answer the what they call the question. Okay.
yeah
So all right. So thank you so much, Chuk, for your time. And don't forget the assignment, okay? And enjoy your weekend and see you on Monday, all right? So, bye bye for now, Chuk. Thank you so much for your time. Okay?
Thank you, my teacher.
Okay, thank you also. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See
Happy
you.
weekend. All right.
Have a nice weekend.
You too. Have a nice weekend. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.